What's up, ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps and cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants? I'm before you talking about the Cardinals of the OMFL, and yes, they do stink. I'm the coach, Tony Bono, and me and the Cardinals are in our pity party, hanging low and slow. There we go. Make sure the sound's coming through. Don't want you hearing nothing. But thanks for joining the show. It's the Tony Bono Show. I'm going to have a couple other things come along with Mr. Tony Bono in the future, so stay tuned for that. But thank you for joining. Those that may check it out later, you know. We got a little bit of an outline here. We're going to recap the last game, which was absolutely horrible. That's right. I said horrible. Change my mind. No. View the box score. Checking out the game recap. Here we go. 426 yards for the Arizona Cardinals. 58 yards rushing, absolutely abysmal. Passing, 368. 23 first downs. I had a lot of first downs. I don't get it, but we struggled, I think, on third downs. Only 3 third-down conversions. Colts only had 1, but he was making so many big plays, I don't think he even had to go for third down. He was making his touchdowns on the first play from scrimmage. Defense needs to improve. I will say that. No bones about it. Punt yards, 12. Oh, punt return. Sorry. I need to learn how to read. Kick return, 77. Total yards gained, 515 to 513. Those are pretty even. Turnovers, 2 costly turnovers. The Colts had 0. Third down conversions, 3 to the 1. Fourth down conversions, actually had 2. He had 4. 2-point conversions, I had 1. Red zone percentage, 50. That was not good. 2 red zone touchdowns to their 3. Penalty yards, they had 10, we had 5. Time of possession, pretty well even across the board. Looking at the player stats, Anthony Richardson, Mr. Senior, 4 touchdowns. Could not do no wrong. Threw the ball wherever he wanted to. Threw it up, threw it down, threw it on the ground. I think he even rolled it to a couple of receivers, and they caught it magically somehow. That's just the way the game felt. 73% completion percentage for Richardson. The secondary was absolutely the awfulest thing I've seen since I started coaching in the OMFL. Jermaine Jordan had an okay day. He did make a couple bad mistakes. As you see, we had to throw the ball 47 times to try to get back in this game because we got down very early, and we could not seem to get anything. As you can tell, plays, yards per play, our pass play was only 8 yards, so not real good. Theirs was 14. He was getting in chunks. Rushing, again, was abysmal for us. DJ Giddens, 8 carries, 74 yards. He had a long of 29. Connor was actually the best running back of the game. Go figure. 3 carries, 29 yards. He did have a long of 17. Taylor, we kept him under wraps. Benson could not get going. He had a long of 17, and everything else only 19. It was just tough. Jordan had 1 carry for 2 yards. Could not get away from the pass rush. DeMarcado, he had 1 carry, 1 yard. Receiving, this was the guy we could not keep wraps on. Mr. McCullough, 8 receptions, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, wide open, double covered, triple covered, jumps up, gets the ball, just breaks tackles. Absolute beast. We could not make him pay. Harrison Jr. had a solid game. Did not have any touchdowns, but 7 catches for 102 yards. So, decent. Nothing spectacular. Adrian Boone, 7 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. McBride, 4 catches for 81 yards. Mitchell, he had a catch there for the Colts. Wilson, 4 for 54 and a touchdown. We had a solid game, but our defense was absolutely atrocious. I think if the Colts sneezed, they would score points. Tackle leader, Gaither with 8, 1 tackle for a loss. Thompson with 8, 2 tackles for a loss. Buda Baker, he has not been impressive for us at all whatsoever. Interceptions on the game. Tranquil had 1, threw it right to him. Scott had another one, threw right to him. Sacks, Brown had 1. Latu had 1. The Cardinals had none. Deflections, Cross with 4. Baker had 2. Murphy Bunning had 2. Dion Avant had 2. Everybody had a deflection, it seemed like, in this game. For the Colts, punt and kickoff returns, nothing extraordinary. They had a 25-yard return. Punt return, we had a 6-yard return. Yeah. So that's a lowdown of the stats. So that's the game recap. So absolutely awful. The Colts would win this game 45-22. Basically all our points came within the second half. We got a last-second touchdown, I think on a long pass, Hail Mary type thing to Boone. Other than that, we were guys dropped the ball when they were catching it for first down. It was awful. It was definitely not a day to write home to your mother about coaching or playing on this team. So, what went right in this game? Not a whole heck of a lot. Tell you right now. We are still impressed with Jordan. I think he's going to be the quarterback of the future. Still a little growing pains, but he is progressing pretty nicely. 384 yards. And those 2 touchdowns, just 2 costly interceptions. Receiving, Harrison, Boone, McBride, Wilson are all doing a pretty exceptional job, I think, catching the ball, except for when they seem to have the drops or they can't get away from even some of the lower rated DBs. It just seem like they have stick them on their hands and they're hanging on to their bootay. But overall, I think they've done pretty well. Defense, so that's where we get to what went wrong. Defense is not producing. Defense is not doing what we need them to do. Defense is not getting after the quarterback, causing havoc in the backfield. Just be honest, we have not done much of the stunts. We have not done much of trying to control the passing attack. We've more or less tried to control the running attack. We've been slashed all season long, it seemed like, with long plays, big plays. We can't seem to keep those from happening. So we got to eliminate the big plays. And I'm not sure if this team is capable of doing that or not. So, that remains to be seen. But that is what has went wrong. The other thing is wrong with this team that has went wrong. Rushing. We cannot seem to get any consistency rushing the ball. We'll have a good game, 17 yards, and then the next 6 carries we're 1 yard, negative 2 yards. It's just a never dying cycle of mediocrity in the rushing attack. We've had people calling us about our offensive line, wanting to trade. So obviously they're seeing something in our offensive line that we haven't particularly got out of them yet. But we'll see what happens as we go forward. So roster risers for us right now. We already talked about what went right, what went wrong. Roster risers has to be Tremaine Jordan. I think he, again, like you said, he's a star. He's beginning to rise up the cream of the crop. If you look at his overall stats so far for the season, he's number 2 in passing in the league, number 9 in passing touchdowns. Not so great with the passer rating, but 90.9 for basically a rookie quarterback. It's not too bad. Receiving, as you look there, Marvin Harrison, 40 receptions, 5 touchdowns, 608 yards on the season. Definitely a rosterizer for the Cardinals. Definitely joining the Bird Gang. Bird Gang Legends. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. So, another rosterizer is we're gonna keep it in the same department here, the wide receivers. Adrian Boone, the rookie out of Miami, 27 receptions, 450 yards. He's kind of a big play guy, sneaky underneath with drags and different things like that. But he's got 3 touchdowns on the season so far. 54 is the long. I think that was come from this last game. McBride is doing some nice things too. Roster dumpers, I think. I don't know, maybe we would call it, but Trey Benson cannot get anything going rushing the ball. It's almost impossible to run the ball with his team right now currently. So, like I said, I don't think it's offensive line. We've had guys calling us about trading for offensive line. And so I think it's either scheme or things we can't control. So we'll just, again, we'll keep moving and pushing and try to improve. But that's all you can do. And so, but I mean, we are, what's our record? I don't even know what our record is. It's been tough. We are currently, I think, number 10 in the division, or the conference. Yeah, I'm sorry, conference. Green Bay is 16. San Francisco 15. New Orleans 12. Minnesota 13. So we're really at the bottom of the pack in the conference, and the playoff hopes are basically dwindling away because we have one of the most difficult schedules I've seen to end this season that we're currently in. So we've got to put some stuff together. If not, we are definitely not going to see the light of day as we go forward. But okay, we're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. So you're just going to see the Deuce opening screen. So don't leave, please. All right, we're back. I don't have my headset on. We are back with the Tony Bono show for the Cardinal Rule. So we just recapped last game. What went wrong? What went right? Rosterizers, all that good jazz. We actually have a recorded message from a fan. Oh boy. So I didn't have time to put this on an actual slide for the thing, so I'm just gonna listen to it.
Hey Tony, this is Mike. Man, the Cardinals look absolutely awful. What are you gonna do to turn them around? Or am I gonna be waiting for the draft to see what happens? Get your stuff together. Get that team playing. Thanks.
Wow. I don't know whether to say thanks or get the heck out of here, Mike. You know how hard it is to coach a team that doesn't play up to their standards, up to my standards? This team is abysmal. This team's a joke. No, not really. But the guys need to step it up. They're absolutely playing like trash. I mean, what more can you say? You know, guys got to do better. Yeah, I think our season's pretty much wrapped at this point in time. So yeah, maybe you better get your seat set and comfy for the draft, because I think that's what's coming up pretty soon. With the way we're doing. Hey, but you know, we should be top 5 draft. So maybe you'll have something to be excited about. Saying, oh, yes, I know. I'm the coach. I know the team's horrible. All right, we're playing awful. We'll get it together though, hopefully. If not, we'll die trying. All right, that was the fan reaction. So now we're gonna look at the next game, and that'll be the end of our show, if you want to call it a show. But I appreciate you checking us out. If you have, if you're not, give it a like, give it a subscribe. You know, be funny. Help us out. Be polite. Anyway. All right, so let's look at the next game. Who do we have? Do. Wish we could actually look at it, but we can't. But we're playing the Packers, so let's take a look at the Packers. Let's take a look at their stats, see where they're headed. Packer Whackers. Jordan Love struggling a little bit. 4 touchdowns, 9 receptions. I'm sure he'll have a record-setting game against us, probably, more than likely. Josh Jacobs, 35 carries, 206 yards, no touchdowns. He's got 1 touchdown by LeQuint Allen. Receiving leaders. Matthew Golden, 12 receptions, 1 touchdown, 165 yards so far on the season. Christian Watkins is also struggling. Kaufman having a decent, I guess, season, if you would call that, but look like he's struggling on offense. That's something we're not doing a whole lot on. We're getting points, but we struggle with consistency. So I guess the ultimate rule for the Cardinals, the ultimate Cardinal rule, is to get more consistent as we go forward, if we can. He's only giving up 1 sack for his offensive line, so his offensive line seems to be really good. Quay Walker, 32 tackles, 6 tackles for a loss, and a sack. sack leader Van Ness with 3 interceptions. McKinney only has 1. He's kind of struggling the same way we are. In a lot of ways, it seems. So, but that's it. That's who we're playing next, the Packers. So, the Bird Gang, look at the next game. So, Bird Gang, look at the next game. That's tongue-tying in some ways, but that's it for this show. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the Tony Bono Show. If you like it, subscribe, give a like, thumbs up on the video. If not, move on. Do something else. I don't really care. But thanks for tuning in, though. I really do. I appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes, and bow-legged ants, stay frosty. Deuces.